Hi everyone, welcome back to Arty's Craft Corner. I'm very excited. Today we are going to be making our very own dog paper plate masks that you can wear at home. So here's our sample, and I'm going to be making it along with you so that you can see everything step by step. Now the most important thing that you have for today's craft is a paper plate, but the best thing about these crafts are that I really try to design them so that you can have whatever is in your home will work for your craft. So even if it's not sitting in front of me, you can definitely use a lot of substitutes for the things that we're going to be doing today. For example, if you want to use crayons instead of colored pencils, or I've used paper bag cuttings for the ears here just so that makes them a little more floppy. But if you want to use construction paper, that's also fine. So as long as you have your paper plate in front of you, let's get started. You can take any size paper plate, and we're going to start by using the back side, so the part that's rounded on the back, and we're going to draw just a little cutout this way. You'll see that I already drew 2 eye circles as well as started the cuts for the eye holes. So the first thing that we're going to do is cut out just the head piece. So along this little curved line that I've started here, you're going to take your scissors. I'm using adult scissors, but if you have safety scissors, they're also helpful. If you're not using safety scissors, make sure that you're with an adult so that you can be extra careful. Okay. So now once we have cut out our headpiece, this is going to be our actual mask. I've drawn the 2 circles for the eyes. And what I've done is I've already started a little hole with a X-Acto knife. So if you don't have an X-Acto knife, that is a step that you should only use with an adult, or you can just use your scissors, take the pointed end, and sort of create a hole in the center of your little circle so that you'll be able to then cut out the eyes for your mask. Okay, so now it will look like this. Once that step is done, we of course need to make it so that our mask will fit better on our heads. So you're going to cut 3 different lines into the mask to make the edges be able to bend a little bit. So we're going to cut a line about 1 inch at the top of our mask, as well as at the side, on both sides. So the point of this is that we're going to overlap the rim of the plate so that it will bend a little flatter against our head. So we're going to take the 2 pieces and fold it underneath so that it has sort of a rounded edge. I'm going to use tape to secure it. You're more than welcome to use a hot glue gun. That might hold it just as well, if not better. But for the sake of time, I'm going to use some tape. We're going to do the same for each side. Now that you've done that, your mask will sit just like this. It has more of a, you can see it better from the back, it has more of a rounded edge, so the mask isn't just going to be flat against your head like a plate. Depending on who's going to be wearing your mask, you might want to make adjustments a little later, cutting off a little bit of this back part just to make sure that it sits well on your face, but that's a step you can get to later. So the next thing we're going to be needing are the ears. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I used a paper bag so that the ears will be a little floppier. Now, I started with a full-size paper bag, and the best way to get ears to match is if you can make a shape and have it cut on both sides. So I have a paper bag. I've cut the paper bag in half. I'm going to make a very simple dog ear shape. It looks just like this. Here's the shape that I've made. I have a flat edge on the top, with a little bit of a curve coming right here to the bottom. So what I'm going to do is cut this out. Now, this is essentially a smaller version of a paper bag, right? If I opened it, you can see it. Now, by doing this, I will have two ears that look exactly alike, and I'll just be able to flip them so you can put one on each side of your dog. So we're going to cut out that shape. See, so now we have two, and now they're reversed on each side. So you can put them however you want. They're the exact same size and the exact same shape. You can also use tape to secure these. Since it's a paper bag, it'll be very easy to attach to your dog. So you're going to take tape. I like to tape the dog ears so that it's half on the bent part of the mask. So you're on the front as well as the back. See that? Across the fold so that it doesn't stick up in the air. And then you will put it on the same side, in the same place on the other side of your dog. See? Just like that. Now, the next thing we're going to need is a nose, of course. So when we cut our shape into our mask, we left a perfect spot for a nose right here. I'm going to use leftover pieces from my paper bag, but you're more than welcome to use a cotton ball or a cotton round or something to make your nose a little squishy. Okay, so I've just made a little nose right here that I'm going to place on my dog. And soon we're going to be ready for my favorite part, which is decorating your dog, making it look exactly how you want it. Personally, I always like to put spots on my dog because I like 101 Dalmatians. So you'll see my finished dog has a lot of spots on him. Here you go. Now, once this is completed, going to show you what mine looks like now that I've decorated it. So you can see I colored pencil. You can go with straight lines or curly lines when you're using a colored pencil. I also added some whiskers, a spot around the eye, as well as spots on the ears. The last part of your dog mask is that you're going to need a hole punch, and you're going to punch a little hole on either side of your mask, on the back of your plate, so that when you're finished, you'll be able to place your mask on and tie it around your head. I hope you had fun with this craft, and I hope your mask comes out great. Feel free to send us pictures so that we can share them on our social media. Have a great day.